The real estate bubble in Vietnam. What's really going on? In recent years, Vietnam's property market has seen price hikes so extreme, many wonder whether the country is teetering on the edge of a real estate bubble. From the buzzing streets of Hanoi to the coastal resorts of Da Nang, from the booming districts of Ho Chi Minh City to sleepy countryside towns, land prices have skyrocketed across the board. But why is this happening, and what makes Vietnam's real estate market so uniquely Vietnamese? Let's unpack this growing phenomenon that's drawing attention both at home and abroad, a culture of ownership, homes as a legacy. In Vietnam, owning land isn't just a financial investment, it's an emotional and cultural one. Many Vietnamese families view property as the ultimate way to secure a future for their children. The phrase "de dan cho con sai," meaning to save for the children, is deeply ingrained in the national mindset. Owning a house, especially in a city, is considered a status symbol, a source of stability, and an expression of success. This cultural drive has created constant demand for land and housing, even when prices seem irrational. A middle-class family might pour decades of savings into a small apartment, not because they need it now, but to pass it on later. The numbers behind the boom. Between 2015 and 2022, land prices in parts of Vietnam rose by 300% to 500%, depending on location. In Hanoi, land in once quiet suburban districts like Hoi Duc or Gia Lam surged from $500 per square meter to well over $2,000. In Ho Chi Minh City, prices in Thursday Duc City, a newly designated innovation hub, climbed by over 150% in just 3 years. Even rural areas have not been spared. Some plots in remote provinces saw land prices double or triple within a year, fueled largely by speculation, not real demand. By 2023, the average price of a 2-bedroom apartment in central Hanoi or Saigon had reached $150,000 to $250,000, far exceeding what most young Vietnamese professionals can afford. For context, the average monthly income in major cities is still under $800. Speculation, or solid growth, the sharp rise in property prices hasn't been matched by equivalent growth in incomes, infrastructure, or population in many regions, raising red flags among analysts. Speculators, both small and large, have played a major role in pushing prices up. Many buy land early in undeveloped areas, hoping to flip it once rumors of infrastructure or development plans begin to circulate. This behavior creates artificial demand, leading to price bubbles that can burst when real projects fail to materialize. Vietnamese media has documented cases where villagers sold farmland to investors, only to see those projects abandoned years later. The land remains empty, no homes, no jobs, no community, just inflated price tags. The legal landmine, lack of transparency. Vietnam's real estate market is further complicated by murky legal issues. Many projects are delayed, or even cancelled, due to unclear land use rights, overlapping regulations, or developers failing to complete legal paperwork. In 2022 alone, over 400 real estate projects across the country were reported as stuck due to legal issues. Buyers often face uncertainty about whether their future homes will ever be built or delivered on time. Yet demand continues to surge, largely driven by emotion, speculation, and a lack of alternative investment channels. Bank interest rates in Vietnam are low, and the stock market is volatile. For many families, real estate feels like the only safe long-term option, even if they have to borrow heavily to buy in. The credit crunch of 2023 to 2024, things came to a head in late 2022 and throughout 2023, when Vietnam's government tightened credit policies to curb overheated lending in the property sector. As a result, developers struggled to get funding, many construction sites froze, and some real estate giants defaulted on their debts. The once frantic market cooled dramatically. Apartment sales in major cities dropped by up to 60%, and prices in some areas began to decline. The government also introduced policies to audit stalled projects, improve transparency, and restrict speculative land trading. Still, many experts say the market correction is necessary. If painful, what's next? A slow road to balance. While the bubble hasn't fully burst, cracks are showing. Vietnam's young population and ongoing urbanization mean demand for housing will remain strong. But to avoid future shocks, the country needs more transparent policies, better urban planning, and stronger consumer protections. At the same time, financial literacy is becoming crucial. For many Vietnamese families, the dream of leaving property for their children must now be weighed against rising debt and uncertain legal risks. The next chapter in Vietnam's real estate story is still unfolding. But one thing is clear: land in Vietnam is not just about square meters, it's about identity, legacy, and the fine line between hope and speculation.